It's 8:30 a.m. this morning. If in case you're joining us, my name is Malaki Vilodara and this is Morning at 10 TV. We are getting into a business update segment, and so as usual every Wednesday and Thursday I get to look at your business related questions and challenges, and I give you custom-made solutions to the same, of course with the aim of transforming our country's economy, a business at a time. So today we did have a question from Mr. Nsimbi Faisal, and let's take a listen to his question before we get into the solutions.
Hello members, thank you for the show. I would like to start up a cake company, but I would like to help me out how to do it, because I'm just starting it and I'm just done with my Form 6, so I feel like I would like to start it up. What should I do and what are the steps to follow, in order for the business to continue going on? Thank you.
Faisal, you know what? You're actually the youngest person so far to send in a question, a business-related question. So congratulations on that. You have just finished your S6. Congratulations as well. And also congratulations for the fact that you don't want to sit around and just, wait for the normal chain of life for you to be admitted to a university or a college and then wait for that white-collar job. Congratulations. So you're wanting to start a cake business or the confectionery business. I believe that the first two important boxes have already been ticked. So the first box is, you have a passion? Yes, I believe you do. The other thing is, do you have the skill set? Do you know how to make cakes? I believe you do, because by virtue of you asking me that question and telling me that you now want to start a business, it shows that you're passionate and you have the skills for it. So my first solution would be start small and grow steadily. All right. It doesn't matter. I have been exposed to cake. I bake cakes myself, but of course not as a business, but for my family. And what I know is you can actually start with what you have. Just look into your hands and see what you have. Do you have a sigiri? Do you have a saucepan? Yes, you can actually make cakes just with that. Just make sure that your sigiri is lit and has the right temperatures, and that you have a saucepan that is, heavy, so to speak. So start with what you have. Start small and grow steady. I'm sure you also have family. Just tell them, okay, fine, I can start with baking a cake or two, maybe for, birthdays, for family, friends, or for breakfast, for example. So they can start, critiquing your recipe, telling you that, what, here maybe reduce on the sugar, so you can pretty much make sure that your skills are at a certain level of excellence. All right, so make use of the environment that you have and the small things that you have. Just start. All right. As you start, of course, you'll be looking at now expanding into the professional space. You're trying to now make a coin out of it. What I'll tell you, before you invest your monies in that business, look at your environment. Where are you situated? For example, are you in Kampala? What region in Kampala exactly are you in? So look at your environment and where you want to establish your business in. So many people, actually beginners in the cake space, start off with baking their cakes from their home, and then they make use of social media. But look at the environment, around you. Know, number one, what are the players in that sector? What other people are in the same business, okay? Who is selling cakes around you? Who is making and baking these cakes? Is it cakes, cookies, anything? Confectionery, okay? Confectionaries. So look at that. Who are the suppliers, all right? Because if you want to start off on a business note, you need to know which suppliers are around, okay? What are the prices they're giving for wholesale prices and stuff like that, because if it's business, you need to look at what you're investing, your initial capital, and the profit that you're going to get out of that. So look at your environment, the key players, the sector players in that, the people who are already doing the business, the suppliers, so to speak, and also the market, the customers that are around you. The other thing that you need to look at is you need to, after doing your market research and knowing the sector players, just get down to choosing a niche. Who do you want to bake cakes for? And of course, this will be informed by the market around you. Who buys cakes the most around where you live? Is it school-going kids? Is it the corporate, institutions that are around? Who exactly? Is it for weddings? What type of cake is on demand in that particular region? And make sure that you find a niche and settle in that. The other thing is, of course, after you know the demand that is there, the product selection, knowing that if you want to specialize in birthday cakes, is it corporate celebration cakes, is it wedding cakes? All right, make sure that you know your niche because you're starting, and focus your energies on that. Then after that, make sure that your pricing is right. When people are starting off in the cake business, they do a lot of underpricing. And that's why I've told you need to know the suppliers and get the person who gives you the best rates for the best products. Okay, so get your pricing right. Get to understand how much does it cost me to bake one cake, and how much will I sell it at. And when you're looking at the costings, also factor in, and this is something people forget, factor in the energy factor. For example, if you're using a sigiri or a charcoal stove, or maybe an electrical stove or a gas stove, make sure you quantify that and put that into your pricing. All right, so price right. The other solution is abide by the laws of the land. Different countries have different, policies, different, rules and regulations with regards to the food industry, so to speak. So ensure that you look into that. Do your research. Get into the institutions that do and that check for this. So getting the food and business licenses is important. You don't want to start off your business and then you get, pretty much penalized and you lose all your money. So make sure that you abide by the law of the land. Get to know what licenses should I have to start out. What are the required food safety and quality standards that are required by the law of the land? Very important. And I'm talking about now you wanting to expand and getting your business right and doing it professionally. All right. So the other thing is mastering your craft and seeking to perfect it. I'll tell you what, and this is for sure, cakes are personal. Cakes are personal, Faisal, all right? So if you're baking me a birthday cake or, a baby shower cake, it is quite personal. It speaks to me as an individual. So once you get it right with me as your client, if you wow me with the cake that you would have made for me, guess what? And the beauty of cakes is people don't, most of the times if it's for an occasion, they don't eat it themselves. So there are people around and if they get to see what they like, ultimately they will turn into your customers. So make sure that you master your craft and perfect it. So the heartbeat of the cake business is that one customer that you get. So make sure and actually have a goal to make sure that for every cake, every unit you create or you produce or bake or decorate, you outdo yourself, because it is that out of that one customer that you'll start growing your client base, so to speak, slowly but steadily. So master your craft and perfect it. The other thing is embrace business practices, the best business practices as you start. So I'm talking about prompt bookkeeping, laying down systems and structures, and in bookkeeping ensure that you put down every coin that you use with regards to your business. It's very critical. Okay, for example, if you're getting into buying the supplies, how much will it cost you? If it is a gas refill that you're making, how much does it cost you? How long does it take you for? Make sure that every coin you spend or invest in your business is noted down, and every money that comes back in terms of payments and profits, all that is recorded. So prompt bookkeeping is very important. The other thing is you laying down systems and structures that will help you operate your business. Of course, once you have all this other pointers put into practice, then your business will automatically grow, and that will mean that you'll need to employ more people to help you deliver on your services. So once you start employing people, my friend, you better have structures and systems right, because most of the times you'll not now be you'll not spend more time in the production process, but in other more important things that business owners do. And this is, things to do with marketing and ensuring that they network and do all these other things to grow the business on the other level. Now you will get to a point where you leave the production bit to your employees. So if you have the systems and structures right, you will be good to go. Now the other thing is setting business targets, and this will help you in your growth trajectory. Now once you have targets, for example, we are getting into the month of, actually we're in the month of April, make sure that you set monthly targets. For example, you say by the end of month of April, I want to make sure that I have sales of, for example, 5 million Uganda shillings, and this is just sales, and maybe bottle it down to the detail of the profits that you want to achieve in that particular month. What this will do, it will make sure that you're proactive on a day-to-day basis, and once you bring on board your employees on the same, they will be totally, invested, heart, body, mind and soul, to making sure that the business works. And this will even push you further to being more creative and strategic on your marketing, policies or marketing strategies and structures and styles. Different people, different businesses have different methods of marketing. So make sure that that is set. The other thing is, like I said, marketing strategies. We need to know you. Okay, so over and above, of course, as you start, it's that one client that will bring you the next client. Once you wow them, the others will want the same thing. Okay, I told you cakes are personal. But as you grow your business, then you'll have more demands. You'll have bills to pay. You'll have employees that you have to pay, salaries to. So you will have to be proactive with regards to marketing so your business can grow. So make sure that you have a presence. Get to that point whereby when people think of cakes, they think of you. So be strategic about that. Of course, I did touch on the topic of marketing, extending or expanding your sales and marketing funnel. So head on to our YouTube pages. That's NTV Uganda YouTube. All right, just type in Business Updates 2019 and you will get that particular episode where I extensively and comprehensively touched on the issue to do with marketing, sales and marketing, and expanding that funnel, so to speak. So I wish you all the best, Faisal. Okay, so I told you, you don't have to wait until you have this big amount of capital. Just start with what you have. You have a sigiri, you have a saucepan, start. You can maybe sell it at a cheaper price to your family, grow that. You had a school, these children have birthdays, these teachers have birthdays. Tell them that you can make cake for them. Start there and they will tell a friend to tell a friend and you will grow. But now getting into the professional bit, you have solutions 2 to 5 to help you going. All right, so I wish you all the best, Faisal. The number is on your screen. I'll be happy to learn how the journey is turning out for you. So link me, make sure that I'm in tabs with that as well. So for you, the business person, if you're having any business challenges, that's the number. The drill is the same. Send in your business related questions or challenges onto that WhatsApp number. Just do this, get your smartphone, do a voice recording or a video recording and send it to that number. I'll be able to look at it. We do this every Wednesday and Thursday just for you to make your business work. All right, so that's it for Business Updates this morning. Biz Bite with Mala. I wish you all the best, my business people. Make it work. All right, so we're taking a short bumper. I'll be back with David Rukasi so we can wrap this up.